end of the school year, and that means it is yearbook time. And although social media has basically rendered yearbooks pointless, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't get your creative senior yearbook quote ready if you're a senior or a junior or a sophomore, because it's never too early to think of a cute little quote to put under there. Now, we didn't have these in our yearbook.
Sadly, no.
We just had our senior pictures, but a lot of yearbooks, they do put like a quote under there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you some of these quotes with part of it redacted. That means censored out.
Yep.
You're gonna have to fill in the blanks, so to speak, as to what these clever senior quotes are. If you get 3 more right, I'm gonna fulfill your lifelong dream of finally having a yearbook photo with a senior quote underneath it, and we will put it on our Instagram. If you don't get 3, then I get my senior quote.
Okay.
Dreams realized on our Instagram. All right, you ready for the first
one? Do I have
one?
multiple choices, or I just gotta fill them blank?
You got multiple choices.
Okay.
All right, take a look at Jason here. One time I ate a blank. What did J-Dog eat one time?
He looks like he could eat a lot of things. He looks like a little mischievous. It wasn't a mistake. He ate it on purpose. He's a purposeful person.
Here are your options. Did he eat one time a bagel, a whole cake, a modem, or a human baby?
Well, I don't think a whole cake would fit in that blank, which is, I mean, honestly.
Thanks, blank makers. Make bigger blanks.
Which, I mean, it's like, because
you're a cheater. You can't think of that.
But I can't help it. That would be funny. But I think
it's really small.
One time I ate a bagel is like super dry. The bagel's not dry. Super dry humor, you know what I'm saying? Modem is like, I'm an idiot. Bagel's like, I'm gonna be a comedian.
Oh, you know Jason Avina, the comedian?
I believe, well, it's either A or C, and I think he went with bagel. He looks like the kind of guy that would go with a bagel.
You are right, Rhett.
Yes.
It is a bagel, and this also helps make sense out of the Bagels yearbook quote, which was, one time I was inside Jason.
Oh.
All right, so you're 1 for 1 right off the bat.
Bagel.
All right, this young man, who shall remain nameless, took the opportunity to make a public confession.
Okay.
Sometimes when my neighbor is gone, I blank. Is it roll around in her garden and pretend I'm a carrot? Cover myself with margarine and slip through her cat door? Eat all the bird seed out of her bird feeder? Or break into his house and take off my tuxedo? It's the only time I take off my tuxedo.
The whole margarine thing, that's just a good idea. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's not a yearbook quote. That's just a way to get into somebody's house.
It's a great weekend too, because you're gonna be there for a long time.
Bird seed out of the bird feeder, again, not a bad idea depending on the circumstances. Roll around in the yard and pretend I'm a carrot sounds like the dumb kind of thing a high schooler would come up with to put it in a yearbook. A.
All right, remove it and let's see. Yep, roll around in her garden and pretend I'm a carrot. You should see what he does to their Zen garden.
What? What's he?
I'm not gonna tell you, but just don't walk around barefoot in it.
Oh, got it.
2 out of 2.
Yep, I know my yearbooks.
This senior's feeling a little pessimistic with his yearbook quote. He says, bruh, we graduated just to, is it go to school again? Die eventually? Go to Olive Garden afterwards with our families? Or feel obligated to be friends with all these people on Facebook, even though I wasn't actually friends with them in high school, but if I don't accept their friend request, I'm the jerk?
Yeah. I mean, D makes sense, but again, it's too big for the blank.
Yep. Yep. Bro, we graduated just to.
I think that this is a pretty insightful quote. I'm looking at the expression this guy's making, like he put it all together. He knew what his quote was gonna be. He's like, this is the face
when he
I'm
was
gonna
taking
make.
the photo?
Yeah, and this is definitely die eventually. Definitely. I'd bet my life on it.
All right.
Hope I'm right.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna die eventually.
Well, that is true, but he's not that pessimistic. We graduated just to go to school again, which is just as insightful as Diavich.
Yes, maybe even more.
Yeah, he's like the millennial Nostradamus.
Yeah.
He's YOLO Stradamus.
Oh, hey! That does sound like an incredible name for an artist.
YOLO Stradamus.
Yeah.
Alexandra has something to clear up with her yearbook quote. I'm not actually funny, I'm just too stupid to figure out what anyone's talking about? A corny dad stuck in this hot body? Really mean and people think I'm joking? Someone who murders buckets of cats. See, I told you I wasn't funny.
No comment on that last one. A corny dad stuck in this hot body. Don't think that that's it.
Would you like to use a lifeline?
Is that an option?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Really mean, and people think I'm joking. Really mean, and people think I'm joking?
Not actually funny, I'm just really mean and people think I'm joking.
Even though it's kind of sad and this is very self-deprecating, I'm going with the too stupid to figure out what anyone's talking about. I'm going with that one. Unfortunately, this is what Alexandra, with an I, said in her yearbook quote.
All right, unedited. No, I'm just really mean and people think I'm joking. She was also voted most likely to be a sociopath.
Yes, I don't know how to interpret that.
All right, now we have Miranda.
I'm not doing well anymore.
No, 2 out of 4. Miranda went meta, okay? Her dad had an opinion on what her senior quote should be, and his opinion ended up being the quote itself. What?
I love this.
No, Miranda, your senior quote can't be blank. Dad. What did her dad not want her senior quote to be? Was it fries before guys? I hate Miss Johari? A quote of mine? My dad went out for cigarettes and never came back.
Daddy issues.
What would her dad not want?
I don't think he would incriminate her with I hate Miss Johari. You know what I'm saying? Because then she's basically saying it anyway, and then she's got trouble. She's got beef with Johari. You don't want beef with Johari. And I don't think she would say a quote of mine, because then it's all about her dad. I think her dad was like, this is a way for me to get my thing in there, but she can still say her quote because I want her to have her fries before her guys. Hey, that's what it is.
Your logic really doesn't make sense, but it is correct. Fries before guys.
So it does make sense.
And you may remember my high school quote was beans before vaccines.
Yeah, but we didn't have them, so it wasn't.
But I do have gas and rabies.
Oh gosh.
Constantly.
Gas and rabies combined. What do you
All
call
right,
that?
Rhett. You've gotten 3 out of 5.
Gaspies.
Let's see if you can get this one.
Okay.
What's the short and sweet quote to accompany Jenna's yearbook photo? Is it, I'm farting. This is not my hand. How did you get this photo? Or, my name is Stu, and you just got catfished. What is it?
That is not her hand. That is not her hand. Once you are presented with the option that might not be her hand, it is very clear to me that there's something physically.
What about this?
No, see, there's something about the angle. It's like, it so much seems like someone else's hand. And by the way, if that is it, this is a great yearbook quote. This may be the best one I've ever seen.
But the oddest photo in a yearbook.
No, it's just very thoughtful and scarfy.
Okay, let's see if he's right. He is right.
I am right.
This
of
is
course.
not my hand.
That is not her hand. Congratulations, Jenna.
Yeah.
And creative.
Congratulations to you, Rhett, because you win your senior quote under your yearbook photo on our Instagram feed later today.
Thanks
Eat it
for
up.
liking, commenting, and subscribing.
You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm Eva. We're from Stamford, Connecticut, and we just graduated high school. And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Woo! Congratulations!
Good luck. You're gonna need it. Nothing. Nothing personal. I'm just saying that. It's a tough world out there.
We wrote a song about
Yeah. Click the bottom link to watch this episode from the beginning.
And click the top link to watch us match the crew member to their high school superlative And good mythical more.
And to find out where the Wheel of Mythicality is gonna land.
There we go.
Dear mythical beasts of the land down under, we're coming to see you in July. Get tickets and details on the VIP package at tourmythicality.com.